What's up, y'all? Jason Pound with Bougie and the Beast here. My wife and I, we're a Keller Williams real estate team in Oklahoma City, covering central Oklahoma. I am headed to one of my favorite local restaurants called Tacologia. I thought this would be the perfect local business to spotlight. If you're ever in the Moore, Oklahoma City area, you got to stop and have one of these tacos. Just make sure you don't hit 4th Street. You'll get stuck behind the train. Come in off 27th Street. That's the best way to get here. Let's go eat. What's up, bye-bye? Sugars. I think she just did that for y'all. Okay, sir. I'm hungry. Oh, it can be dropping my phone. You're in the right place, brother. Doing well. Hi, Jerica. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you. Blanca, good to see you. And Mildred, I believe. Mildred. Awesome. Well, what's good today, sir? Everything. Everything is good.
As always.
Need a nap after that. I needed this. This has been a crappy day. Y'all, this is my buddy Ray. He owns Tacologia with his wife Blanca. They are not from Oklahoma, and let's hear their story of how they got here. Why tacos? Why Oklahoma? How'd you end up here, dude?
Wow, that's a lot of questions in one.
That's how I do it, straight to the point.
Straight to the point. So why tacos? I don't know. I never thought I was going to own a taco place. I felt that I could go in many different directions, but never tacos. So why tacos? When we moved to Oklahoma in 2020, we were not familiar with the demographics, with the area. We know a lot of people to ask questions. So we found this spot where we have Tacologia now. And once we look at the size, we said maybe we can turn this into a taco place, because.
So y'all found the location before you even had the restaurant idea?
I had the restaurant idea because we were looking for something, but
Okay.
we didn't know which direction I was going to take.
Okay.
So once we found the location, we found the place, we liked it, and at that point, when it comes to owning a restaurant, you have to think about every single step, the square footage. Bigger is not always better because you pay for every square foot that you rent, either with rent, power, cooling, everything. The bigger it is, the more stuff you need to be able to do a proficient job.
Now, had you run a restaurant before?
Yes, I have been in the industry since I was 17 years old, pretty much.
Okay, you're a pro.
So, no, not a pro. I've been around for a little bit. So, I think that I have a ticket. You wanna go back?
Hey, go do it.
Okay.
Go take care of your customers.
So let me go take care of it. You wanna watch me make some chicken enchiladas?
Break it down for me.
Chicken enchiladas. Well, like everything in Tacologia, I wanted to make it a little bit different. These are not my mom's enchiladas. This is more like my version.
What's different about it?
Everything. The sauce, the procedure, the everything. These are kitchen enchiladas. So the sauce is composed of roasted poblanos, jalapenos, onions, and then it has a heavy cream base. We have the chicken, which is the filler. At Tacologia, we use the blue corn tortillas. Blue corn. Some people in the beginning thought that they were moldy. Yes, they thought that. So I had to explain and tell them that no, it's a blue corn. It's not paint.
I remember the first time I had it, I was just like, oh, I didn't know they made blue tacos.
Blue tacos, yeah. Yes, sir. I hope that this is not so ugly.
Now, my friend Caleb is a professional chef, and when he was here, he said you had very complex flavors. What does that mean? What's he talking about?
Complex flavors. I don't know about complex, but I like what I like to call it a composed taco. Okay. Normally, what we know about taco, at least on the taco trucks. Now, if you go to Mexico, you're going to find something as simple as a taco truck or something as elegant as a Michelin label taco. No, I just when I compose a menu or a recipe, everything has a purpose. Everything has a purpose. That's how you start developing flavors, and you need a little acidity, you need the salt, you need the spiciness, you need everything else to be able to compose that taco. And that's how I build it, thinking of, I'm going to put barbacoa being a little bit more on the fatty side. You need something a little bit tangier. That's why we put the pickled onions to kind of cut through that a little bit.
Do you know, I'm 43 years old, and I didn't start eating onions till this year because of you.
I'm sorry.
No, your pickled onions are freaking awesome, dude.
Yes, and this is a simple recipe, and but that's how I compose my menu. Over here we have what we call the steam table, right? And we have our shredded chicken breast. Before that, we need to put a little cheese. So you wonder why I do these things like this, and I just melt it on the salamander or on the oven. But when I came here, I had to adjust to the restaurant, to the kitchen, to my equipment, and be able to continue to provide a great meal without all the fancy tools. So all I have to do was change the steps and get a little more creative. So you're going to see how things start to come together. So these are one of the most popular items on our menu. Normally, enchilada is fried on fat, and a little bit of the enchilada sauce to create a flavor. At least that's how my mom used to make it. I don't have. I wanted to do it a little bit different.
Your food seems more healthy, which is another reason we eat here quite a bit.
Well, it's not a. It's more authentic, you know. It's more on the authentic side of the Mexican food, rather than the Tex-Mex. When it comes to healthy, it all depends, you know.
It's all relative.
I try, yes, all relative. So this is the poblano crema that we call it. Has a bunch of spices. And this is for a to-go order, so. Well, I like to cover them completely. Then we're going to top with a little bit of cotija cheese.
I heard some people talking earlier about wet tacos versus dry tacos. Is that considered a wet enchilada, or are there even dry enchiladas?
They are no dry enchiladas.
No dry enchiladas.
No, because
okay.
they all will have to be either cooked on a little oil, which makes it wet, and the tortilla sauce. So what I just put is I have what we call the chili oil. We call it salsa macha. It's a mixture of onions, chiles, and seasoning. That's pretty much it. A lot of them contain peanuts and sesame seeds and whatnot. I chose to leave them out just because there is a lot of allergies, and I didn't want to have to deal with that.
Well, you guys moved here in the middle of the pandemic.
Yes, sir.
What's it like starting a new business in the middle of a worldwide shutdown?
You have to be crazy to do it. But I did it. You know, we did it. You know, I haven't ever owned my own restaurant. I have always worked for someone else. You know, and there is nothing wrong with that. But we think that, you know, being an entrepreneur,
The American dream, baby.
it's all glamorous and stuff like that.
I'm picking up your sarcasm.
Well, I should hope so, because I'm laying it on pretty thick.
You driving a Lamborghini yet?
I can't even pipe my rain sometimes. No, just kidding. No. You know, it takes time. It takes time, dedication, a lot of hard work, a lot of hours, focus, because it's very easy to get discouraged when you wear all the hats. You know, I'm the dishwasher, the prep cook. I gotta go to the grocery shopping. I gotta cook. I gotta prep. I gotta clean. But that's part of how you really start. You know, I believe that any entrepreneur, any business in the beginning, they have to do all those things. They have to do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Pay the price.
You have to pay the price.
So, one of the things that's impressed me about this restaurant is you talk about authenticity. It's not uncommon for me to see a bank president in here and then see some Latino construction workers standing in line behind them.
Yes.
And then see an insurance agent and then see a real estate agent. There's a whole mishmash of people that come in here.
Yes. You know, we are very blessed. You know, I think that what we were trying to do is just to bring something authentic, clean, beautiful that can appeal to everyone. Sometimes we get a little flashback, backslap. Okay.
I'm not sure.
Some people are requested more spicy food.
Ah, okay.
I say no, because this is our demographics, this is our clientele, these are guests, and they are a little more conscious about the spiciness of the food. So if you want something spicy, I have a habanero salsa. So with that said, I think it's one of the things that kind of is not so much Mexican, because Mexican food is a lot more spicy in some terms.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the things comes from where you come from in Mexico as well, how you grew up. Because I know a lot of people from Mexico that don't eat that much spicy food. But people have the perspective, you know. That
I thought everybody liked spicy food in Mexico.
Not everyone.
Wow.
You'll be surprised. So it's like,
Who knew? Stereotype.
oh yeah. It's one of those things. But no. And then, like I said, that's what it is.
Well, tell us about your wife Blanca,
Oh.
who refuses to be on camera.
My wife Blanca, my beautiful wife Blanca, you know, she's the superstar behind everything. She is the face of Tacologia. I'm just the high hand.
I'm the same way. No one will click on my face in real estate.
I know.
So Jerica's the face of everything.
Yeah, everyone that comes through that front door, knows Blanca, and Blanca knows their name.
Yes, she does.
She knows their name, and she's the boss,
She's the heart of this place.
He's the heart of the place. Sometimes she asks me, "Did you see John? He came in." I'm like, "No." What did he eat? Oh, yes, I know. I know people by what they eat, because every house has their normal. Some people come from enchiladas, the burritos, the shrimp tacos, the fish tacos, and I know their combinations, how they eat, and that's how I know who they are.
That's awesome.
Like, yes.
Now this part we may have to edit out. I don't know. Do you want to offer a short time special to the YouTube crowd if they
Yeah,
come to visit?
Absolutely.
What would you like? I remember we talked about maybe churros or something. I don't know. What would you like for the YouTube crowd to?
If you come over here and you mention to us that you watch on the YouTube channel, Jason's YouTube channel, will give you 15%.
Really?
Yes, 15% through the month of December.
The month of December 2025.
Yeah, and we 2024.
Oh, dang it. I tried to put out a year for you and save you some money.
And just remember, towards the end of December, we will be closed for a week.
Okay.
We are taking a time off that we haven't had a time off for a long time. So we're taking a little time out for ourselves to go be with our families as well as the people that help us.
That's what it's all about.
So-
We're entrepreneurs so we can have our family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So if you come over here, you mention that you saw us on the Jason's YouTube channel, you'll get a 50% through the month of December.
Dude, Ray,
It's a pleasure.
we
Jason.
appreciate you, man.
Likewise. And much. I love that.
It's a wrap, Jack.
That was great.
That was really great.
Let me know. And